Mr. Speaker, I want to begin by extending my condolence to the family of late Honorable Joyce Mpanga. Mr. Speaker, at the beginning, our society glorified excellency. That's why the Joyce Mpangas were able to make it to the top. I want to ask, Mr. Speaker, I am not one of the supporters of affirmative action. I think people need to fight. Those who fought like the Mpangas, that's why they turned out the way they were. The affirmative action, especially once abused, opened the door to everybody. It ended up bringing kunkumura politicians. We are paying tribute, there is no order.
Honorable Ssemujju, you know the language we use so for purposes of the Hansard.
Yes.
If you can just enable us understand.
Let me use the word that President Owek Mpanga used. It brought fisherwomen. Mr. Speaker, by empowering Joyce Mpanga, Honorable, that's why she was able to raise people whose titles, education background, we have all admired. What, Mr. Speaker, other people do is to promote their children by appointment and military ranks. The Mpangas took their children to school. We now admire them. My message, since Mr. Speaker, you are our leader, is to tell those individuals who think that children can be promoted by military ranks and appointments and wives, to think about the alternatives that the parents of the Mpangas took. Mr. Speaker, as we mourn our mother, look at the education sector today. I am glad the Honorable Joyce Mpanga spoke. Because even the elite, people like Honorable Joyce Mpanga, that's why I keep blaming him. I know he will not be offended. I remember in the 7th Parliament, Colonel Tom Butimi was appointed the Minister for Karameja Affairs, and he declined. And I respect him. Because when you are educated, it means you must also know what you can do and what you cannot do. When I spoke about kunkumura politicians, today you can be Minister for Fisheries, tomorrow they put you in garbage, tomorrow where, as long as they have made you a minister, for you don't care. But cannot may decline. But it is also dehumanizing to elevate you to a position where you cannot serve. And I want to invite colleagues who are here, learn to decline. If they are asking you to punch above your weight, please say so, that I am very sorry, thank you very much, but I will not be in a position. It is even more painful when you are being asked to be supervised by people that you know really you should be the one supervising them. Honorable Joyce Mpanga. You went to school, I am referring now to Late Mpanga. You went to school, did this master's, did this one, and then they bring senior to dropouts to be your supervisors, and you salute them. We are here thanking her because she went to school, she was an educationist, but she also loved excellency. That's why when you're talking about her children, you are all very happy. These shortcuts are the ones that are killing the country. So I want to, Mr. Speaker, to say things before I sit. First, to thank the President for giving her state funeral. One of the things, by the way, he equitably gives these state funerals, official. So the other things, I refer you to the report of the Equal Opportunities Commission. The other things are dominated by others, but state funerals, the other day we had Honorable Chamber here, now we have Honorable Joyce Mpanga. When we are mourning, you must also behave. Mr. Speaker, I read the new vision today, finally. The new vision, they are editorial, and I'm speaking from...
Honorable colleagues, you see, when we are paying tribute, there are... now we have point of procedure different from point of order. Now you stand up on procedure. When I try to explain to you, say this is order for all of us. Those are two different points. Okay? Please. So just, you know, why we consider that emotion is, you know, calming and all that. But I know where we stop, and I know I'll guide very well. Honorable conclude. Honorable Ssemujju, conclude.
So, Mr. Speaker, you said we need to mentor younger MPs. Finally, I am referring to the editorial of New Vision today. The New Vision today, writing about Honorable Joyce Mpanga, described her generation as people who did not chase after worldly things, and made a call that to save this country, we need to return. I don't know why NRM MPs are agitated. So you want me to be speaking about you? We are speaking about Mpanga.
But now, Honorable Ssemujju,
yeah.
You see, when you respond to people from the sides, then you're bringing an official communication onto the Hansard of Parliament. Ignore, because they are not on record. Okay?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So the plea in the New Vision editorial is that we need to return the country to the era of the Mpangas. And that's why Professor Mshemeza here was speaking about corruption. Honorable Cecilia is clapping. So that generation that glorified competence, that glorified excellence, that did not pick people from markets selling tomatoes and then begin laughing at them. And this should concern everybody. Someone has appointed you to a very big position and is laughing at you. Says, you leave my fishermen. And for you are celebrating. We therefore want to thank the Honorable Joyce Mpanga and also ask the family, Mr. Speaker, to continue with the legacy. Those of us who are not members of the family, we admire you. And there is a lot that will learn from you. May her soul rest in eternal peace.
Thank you. Honorable Akena.